here at Dumpstall Racetrack. This is Tru Gamer TV. I'm Sean Wiltshire, and I'm with the two guys who are responsible for the event Retro Revival. Chris.
Hi there.
How are you?
We've had our first day, so I think Craig and myself at the moment, our voices are a little bit croaky. It was an excellent day yesterday, and we're just looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I witnessed the turnout that was here yesterday, and it was immense and awesome in my opinion. As a video game lover, and you know, I like playing video games. What I saw yesterday, I thought was you've done yourself a very, very good service. Tournicade, you know, your stand was amazing.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Same with Retro Fusion. I was like, wow. I saw quite a lot of things that just made me think, I want.
That's good.
But just to touch base on where the original concept come, what kind of got you guys together to initiate this program?
Well, starting it off, I suppose, Chris did some of the original retro events back in 2005, wasn't it? One of your first ones?
The first one, yeah.
Started a smaller one, and then you repeated it in 2008, wasn't it? Over in Kenilworth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was when Down a Storm, and leading on from that, a few more events started to crop up.
Yeah.
But you know, over the years, the focus shifts and things go towards more the modern, you know, the modern gaming. And you know, we're connected with a lot of people on the scene. You know, we both got retro gamers at heart, and I guess we just thought to ourselves, well, why can't we do a big retro event? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we kind of got our heads together over a couple of things. I did an interview for the magazine, didn't I? We built a machine for you, and we just got talking more and more. And we said, well, let's plan something. We didn't know what kind of scale we wanted to go for, and then when we actually started contacting people, it just kind of snowballed, didn't it, to the point it is now. I think we've exceeded our own expectations with it.
I think what people underestimate is the power of social media and the internet.
Yeah.
You only have to put in one bit of small snippet of information, and it just snowballs into this great big snowball where everybody's like, I want a piece of that, I want to get involved. And you're amazed at people's generosity and their hospitality towards you when you're doing something that everybody loves. Have you found that?
Oh, definitely. We've used Facebook and Twitter extensively for this. It's been a bit of a learning curve, really, using those tools. But the results yesterday and today have shown that the small footsteps we've taken to do this kind of event have become into big footsteps, large footsteps, and we've been quite successful.
Well, most of the time these things start off small, and then they just have to get their momentum, and then they get too big, and then you have to move to somewhere bigger, and big people start thinking, well, they're doing that, we need to get involved, and we want to jump on board.
Yeah.
Well, the big thing was, I suppose, when we were looking at venues originally, I mean, we originally looked at Kenilworth to try and do something small, and then when we actually started putting the feelers out to see who'd want to contribute, obviously Chris had got the reputation for doing the early ones, so we already had a lot of people who said, yeah, if you do another one, we're right on board with it.
Yeah.
And then I suppose we started reaching out to people who'd never done events or anything like that before, and before we knew it, we had enough to fill a decent sized hall. So the challenge was finding a venue that was big enough, you know, right value, and it had all the facilities that we needed. And I suppose the beauty of this place was that obviously they had plenty of halls, and we started with one small one, and then we kept coming back, didn't we? And we said, let's add this part, let's add this section. And as it turned out, we probably could have done with a bit more space. We had a lot more stuff we could have fit in. So
and from knowledge, I hear the hotel's fully booked out as well.
Yeah, and the area.
Yeah, the entire area, the hotels, the hotels local to this have all taken a hammering. So. Yeah, but you know, it's good for this place. They've done well on the bar, they've done well on the food and everything.
Yeah, I've noticed a few hangovers from yesterday.
There's always going to be that. The thing is, it is a social event, you know, there's a lot of communities coming together. You know, we've mixed on various forums in the past, didn't we? I mean, I can't think of some of the names off the top of my head, but I'm sure you will.
Well, the forums, I mean, there's Retro Gamer, Amiga. There's been, Facebook has taken over as a social scene for this kind of thing now. So we've concentrated. Personally, I've concentrated very much on Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe we was thinking Twitter we'd use the tool much more effectively next time, but Facebook has been our primary tool. We can target the people nationally.
Yes.
For people who are interested in certain specifics. And then towards the end of the run towards the event, we targeted Wolverhampton to let the city know who were doing this event.
Yeah.
So then we saw a lot of people locally buying tickets. A little bit of help from yourselves last week as well. Thanks for that.
Yeah, we've checked the feedback sheets, and people have said that they definitely heard the broadcast. And
so we've made friends with the right people who have helped us to do this. And we're already being asked by the venue and by people, when's the next one? They're very keen for the next one to be in the calendar for them to for them to have something to look forward to.
And it's something that you should be proud of, because the launch of Tru Gamer TV is your event. So, you know, we're going to see, we'll see what the feedback we get off that is. And it's just going to be, I know it's going to be immense, because we've already had a lot of interest on Twitter.
Right.
So, you know, we've tagged you guys.
Brilliant.
And it's looking really, really good for the future, and I hope that we can always work together in the future.
We'd certainly like to. I mean, like I say, we did the piece for you with the radio, and I mean, you said you were launching your channel and that, and we want to get as many communities involved as possible. There's gamers coming from all angles now. There's video loggers like yourselves. There's people doing just the general blogs. The social media has been a good place to get connected with people, but then it's nice to get more involved in specific projects like what you got going on now. You know what I mean? So, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to get involved in, just give us a shout, and I'm sure we can accommodate.
It's a pleasure.
Well, we formed some really good partnerships at this event. We got the UK back, a very large community of arcade collectors. You see a lot of arcade machines in the venue. So we brought UK back to play. We've also got Retro Computing Museum, which is a museum in Leicestershire which collects all the old consoles, put a museum in place for the public to go to. We've also got the Centre of Computing History, another museum from down the southeast. So we've got partnerships which we've formed for this. Make sure that they get benefit from the people that come. Make sure that they're there next time when we call upon them to help us out. So I think we've got a really good structure to move and build on and go forward.
And well, a lot of people have said they really wanted to see more traders and stuff. People want to go to a show to buy stuff. You know, there's a lot of proper collectors and stuff here. And you know, we've reached out to traders who have started small and kind of built themselves up. You know, and they've all said how well they've done out of the event, because people are coming here and hunting for the gems that they've probably had on their shelves for a while. So, you know, it works well for everybody, and obviously it gives us a kind of a reputation around, I suppose, as somewhere where you can come and enjoy stuff and play and stuff, but you can also build your collection up and find those hidden gems that you can't find elsewhere.
I would say that we got to thank the traders. They sort of believed in us from very early on.
Yes.
They didn't quite know what we were going to do. They trusted that we would do it and bring the people
I think
to the venue.
In the gaming community, in the gaming world, the trust in another gamer is always going to be there first fold. And it's only if you make a mistake that's when they think, oh no, but you haven't. You've 1 foot forward, 2 steps forward, and it's working. And it's been awesome.
It is going well. And I say a big thing was we were having to promise a lot to people when, not that we weren't unsure of ourselves, but you have to kind of assure people of what you can do. And we had to be sure in ourselves that we could actually pull off what we were promising. It's no good giving people empty promises on what you can deliver, because all you're going to give is disappointment if you can't come through with it. We said, we're going to do this, we're going to try this, we're going to try and go this scale. And we're listening to people. I mean, we put feedback sheets out yesterday, and by the close of play yesterday we were going through them, weren't we, addressing any issues we had from day one. So we were already paying attention. If we wanted to repeat this or do something similar, we're already taking it all on board, and we've had nothing but positive response so far, and I'm really pleased about that. All we want is for people to have a good time.
And I think you've done very well, and I'd like to say thank you, and may the best be there for you, because I can see the future being bright.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
All right, then. Bye-bye, guys.
You're watching Tru Gamer TV.